This is a 2026 Chevy Silverado Custom Trail Boss. And I'm going to explain to you guys why I think people are making a big mistake not buying this truck. I borrowed it from Garff Chevrolet here in American Fork, Utah. This truck is available for sale. Be sure to ask for Caden if you are in the market. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker so you guys see pricing on this truck. And I'm going to explain the big mistake people are making not buying this. At the very top is the description. White sands is the color on the outside and black interior. And then here's a short listing of the standard features. You guys see it has a 5-year, 100,000 mile powertrain warranty, by the way. And then base price is $52,800. And the only features on this one is the dark essentials and multi-flex tailgate. Now destination is $25.95 for a total price of $55,065. And here the fuel economy is off to the side. Off-road pickups and SUVs are getting more and more steam every single year. Now the Trail Boss has been out for quite a while now, and one thing I'll tell you is this: people like this look. And here in Utah, I see a lot of people do like to go off-road. Now, why are people making a mistake not buying this truck? If you're someone looking to get a side-by-side and you don't really plan on hauling that inside of a toy hauler, maybe you haul it on the back of your truck, I would challenge you to price out something like this against something like that. One of my friends, you guys know Josh, he just got a side-by-side. And when he told me how much he spent on it, I was like, holy smokes, I didn't know how expensive those things were. And so my thing is, if I were in the market for one of those, I would cross shop it with this custom Trail Boss, simply because this truck has a 2-inch lift from the factory. It already has all-terrain tires, and the ground clearance on the front end is improved. So for me personally, I like the idea of maybe looking at leasing something like this, right? Because maybe in 3 years I may not want this truck anymore either, right? And I can drive this on the highway. Now, one thing I will say, here in Utah, there are some cities that do allow you to tag and drive side-by-sides on the road. But the last time I took out a side-by-side, I didn't have a great experience because it was really dusty, and my kids, my wife, they just didn't enjoy having something like that. But they did like going off-road and having a little bit of fun doing that. It's just, obviously, when you don't have a windshield and side glass, those are just a little bit more cumbersome to deal with. So if it were me, I would consider looking at one of these alongside of a side-by-side and see which one you like better, because I think finance options are a little bit better on these too. Like if you plan on leasing, because you may not be looking to drive more than 10,000 miles a year, and you can use this truck to travel cross country too. So just something to consider if you are looking at side-by-sides. Now, one thing I like about the Trail Boss Custom is they do give you the black bumpers on the front end. Red recovery hooks are there, and then you have a Z71 badge right there. Halogen headlights is a disappointment. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Incandescent turn signals on the hood, really aggressive styling, and this one does have that TurboMax 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. A little bit of flow through on the front end. It goes in through the wheel well here. Fabric material for the liner, and you have this double wishbone independent front suspension. Here's a quick peek at the tire tread. These are the Goodyear Wrangler Territory MTs. They do replace the Durtrax. I think the last time I did one of these trucks, I hated those tires. So maybe we should drive this truck today to see if these tires are a big improvement. Love the wheel design, 6-lug, 4-piston brakes. And in case you care to see the capacity, you have 2,535 pounds of capacity at 50 PSI cold. And here's a side view of the truck. You have the plastic on the mirror caps and door handles. And not many people will care about that, because if you're looking to take this off-road, not a big deal. Also, you guys see, you have some skid plates to protect that transfer case. This does have automatic four-wheel drive, mud flaps right there. 24-gallon fuel tank. And the TurboMax can tow quite a bit. I'll show you the payload here at the end of this video. Defrost on that back glass, you just don't have a sliding glass. Incandescent tail lights, multi-flex tailgate. Class 4 hitch. And that's what's nice about having this tailgate. You do have a lot of nice functions like that. Bed lights are here, and you have 400 watts of power. Now, if you're someone that looks to camp, you could build in a bed camper on this truck. I know Go Fast Camping has one, and there's a few other cheaper options out there too, where you can take this as opposed to getting an RV. So if you need to haul a side-by-side and you have to buy a trailer, things like that, this is a nice alternative for that as well. Now, 4 and 7 pin. Also, they don't give you an off-road tire, which I would like to see, but you do have an automatic locker on this truck. So having a 5-year, 100,000 mile powertrain warranty is nice. 3 to 36 warranty. I'm not sure what the warranties are on side-by-sides, but I'm pretty sure they're not as good as what you can get on something like this. As far as the powertrain goes, this does have the 2.7 liter inline-4 turbocharged engine standard, which is good for 310 horsepower. Now that comes on around 5,600 RPM, but 430 pound-feet of torque comes on around 3,000. All that power does go through an 8-speed transmission, and this is a pretty overbuilt engine, okay? So 342 rear end, so if you're looking to tow something, this can tow significantly more than any side-by-side can. And as I mentioned, because of the pricing of this truck, you can definitely get this truck under $50,000 with discounts for sure. Let's go ahead and check out the interior because I want to drive this truck today. As far as the custom goes, it does give you a more basic interior. But if you are looking to compare this with a side-by-side, this is significantly better than what you get in one of those. You have auto up and down for the driver's side window, auto down for everything else. Also, tow haul modes there, automatic forward drive. Here's some of your lighting, electronic parking brake, tilt only steering wheel, and 10-way driver seat, including the lumbar support. You have some all-weather floor mats, and then out back, seat back pockets, 60/40 bench, air vents, USB, so a little bit more comfort back here. You can drop these down for better visibility if no one's sitting back there. You also have the defrost. LED interior lights. Let's go ahead and jump over to the passenger seat. Manual seat on this side. However, a little bit of storage. And down below, it says here you cannot carry a bed camper with this truck, but if you want to carry a tent style camper, then that should be fine on something like this. By the way, if you need an extra person, this is a 6-passenger truck. A little bit of storage down here. If you have a pistol, you can lock this too. More USBs, 12-volt, 120-volt power plug right there, 7-inch screen, a little bit of storage at the very top. Here is the vanities. And if you need Apple CarPlay, this truck has that as well. This does lock in too, so you have to pull the strap on this side to put it back down. Let's go ahead and jump over to the driver's seat. You can drop the tailgate down with the key. Also, you have push button start. And check this out. You can hook up to a trailer, or maybe you don't want any lines back there, you have that option too. This screen is fully customizable too. So if you want to move things around, you just have to hold it down like this. You can move it like that. As I mentioned, you have the wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Oop. Single climate control, lane keep assist, it's gonna be like an alert. Auto stop start can be disabled. You can drop the tailgate from right here. Caution lights, traction control, downhill assist. So on this side, not a lot to see on this little screen here, but you can see you have some trip information, fuel range, timer, tire pressure, remaining oil life, air filter life, brake pad life, following distance. It's like for like it's not adaptive cruise control, but helps with that. Transmission fluid temperatures there, engine hours, and then you can change the units of measurement there too. And then this is a clean screen, then back up to the speed. Like I said, let's go ahead and drive this truck. I want to demonstrate on how this truck handles on the highway, and I want to really test out these tires to see if they do fix some of the issues that the dirt tracks had, because I never enjoyed driving these custom Trail Boss trucks because of those dirt track tires. Driving this around town is really nice. Obviously this has all the basic comfort features that you would want in any automobile, but let's see how these tires handle at a little bit higher speeds. Did they fix the issue with this truck? I'm only about maybe 30% down. I'll show you guys better acceleration when we go back the opposite direction. But at 80 miles an hour, they fixed the issue. These Goodyear Wrangler tires have a little bit of noise, but it's not bad. I really like these so much better than the dirt tracks that they replace. You guys see this one does have the convex on just the driver's side too. A little bit of sway from these tires, just a little bit. I probably would air these up a little bit more personally. But yeah, at 80 miles an hour, there's still some noise from the tires, but it's not bad. I can live with these all day long. But yeah, if you need to put on your cruise control, easy to do, just set it. And these are just nice features to have. Now I do know that side-by-sides have a fun factor to them. You can jump them, you know, they're probably gonna be a little bit more easier to fix, like if you do damage the side of them. I understand that too. So you do have benefits on both sides. But yeah, I like the idea of having something like this. If I want to take a trip 3-4 hours away, I would rather drive something like this, and you're able to drive something like this on trips, you know, through other states and things like that. Let's go ahead and check out some of the acceleration. We're going 40 miles an hour, wide open throttle. It's not bad. That is not bad at all. Now, obviously, if you want a diesel option, you can get that option on this custom Trail Boss. Or if you want a V8, that's available as well with the 5.3 liter. So you have options there. And I'm definitely really liking this truck overall. They fixed some of the issues in the past that it had. And I think for the amount of money that you can buy this truck for, getting it under 50 grand after discounts, I think this is a really good bargain to really consider, even if you're not comparing it with the side-by-side. Let's check out the numbers on the side of the door. Gross axle weight rating out front is gonna be 3,800 pounds. The rear is the same. Gross fuel core rating is 7,000 pounds. 18 by 8.5 wide wheels. And you guys see the payload, 1,814 pounds. This thing can tow up to 9,000 pounds with the Turbo Max. 14.5 is gross combined weight rating. And then all in all, the thing weighs 5,186 pounds on the curb. So if you want to put this in your business name, you can actually write this thing off. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to give Garff Chevrolet in American Fork a look up if you are in the market. Let them know you saw the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.